Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio, and today we're talking about the indecision of decision, or the decision overload that we all go through. It seems like we have all these things to think about and figure out, and more often than not we end up taking too long to make a decision or not making the right decision. And where does it all come from? Well, turns out that we actually make, on an average, a minimum of 35,000 decisions every day. And those decisions start with, do I get out of bed or do I push the snooze button, right? So I'm notorious for pushing snooze at least once. Some people might tell you more. But if you start your day with a decision, then you have to go with decisions throughout the day. And boy, by the end of the day, you're exhausted. You've just made one decision after another. Now, some of those are conscious decisions, things that you've really put some effort into. You realize that you're making them or not making them, and you really know what you're doing with it. Others are subconscious. They're just things that you do during the day that you don't even really think about. You know, go brush your teeth, you take a drink of water, you decide to stand up to go walk around, stretch a little bit. Those are all things that could be subconscious that you're not really thinking about. It's the ones that we think about all the time that really make us exhausted. But it's the ones that, or have the possibility of, it's the ones that we don't think about all the time that can greatly affect our life in either a positive or negative way, where we may not realize what's happened. So those decisions would be like, things are feeling hard all of a sudden, life is crazy, and I've decided, maybe not consciously but subconsciously, that maybe a workout's not the best thing today. Maybe I need to just go home and rest, which could lead to another decision the next day of, well, I rested yesterday and that felt good, so maybe I'll rest again. Or maybe it's to do with the eating habits. Maybe the decision was that, there's some leftover cake there, I'm going to go ahead and eat it and just finish it up instead of throwing it out because it's there and somebody needs to eat it, or else that's wasting food. And that decision leads to another decision later on that day where you think, that tasted really good, now I want to go and eat something else that's sweet. So those subconscious decisions a lot of times are the ones that wreak havoc on our personal goals, because our conscious decisions say, go to the gym, eat right, play with my family, get off work on time, do these things that I'm supposed to do, and that's going to help me to be who I want to be. But the subconscious decisions are the ones that are just so darn easy to make, or we make them so habitually that we tend to throw ourselves off track without even realizing. So kind of like I tell people when we go to the grocery store, if you want to go to the grocery store and you want to make better choices, instead of going your normal way through the grocery store, plan a little extra time, don't take any extra help with you, go by yourself, and go backwards through the grocery store. So that way then, as you move backwards through the grocery store, going down the aisles from the opposite direction, starting on the opposite side of the store, it's going to cause you to have to think a little bit more. It's going to put your brain in gear to where you're thinking about the decisions that you're making. So as far as nutrition, that's a great way to start. Same thing with menus at restaurants. What I suggest doing is going and covering up the one thing that you normally get and search through the other options. If you need to, start from the back of the menu and go forward. But anytime that you take a little extra time to look through things, it's going to help you to make better decisions. So as it comes to exercise, same thing. We do still have to have, our plan of action. We've got to have it scheduled, but we have to find a way to make that decision to do it. So sometimes it's having a friend call us and say, hey, I'm going to the gym, or you? Or, hey, you said that you were going to be going to get your workout in tonight. Did you get it done? A little accountability goes a long ways, and it helps those decisions to become easier and easier to do. But even just writing yourself a note that says, I promised myself to go work out today, and make sure that it's in a place where you can see it during the day so that you know you got to get that workout in. So whenever it comes to your 35,000 decisions that you're averaging each day, I hope that at least 90% of them are helping you to be a better person the way that you want to be. Because even though we're not reaching for perfection, we can always be a little bit better. If you'd like some help with making those decisions, having a plan of action that you can follow, exercise plan, nutrition, somebody to help support and hold you accountable to what you're doing, we'd love to help you out. Feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188. And if you see our gift card floating around on some of the Facebook ads, feel free to, download that and go with that. So we'll talk to you soon. I hope that you have a great day and that you make some great decisions.